We're on. What?
Just staring at the camera and scratching myself.
Well, you know. Okay, we've got 3 people. Hi. Welcome. Oh, bear with me a second. So there's 3 of us. Say hi, whoever you are. Hope you're okay. This hot afternoon. I don't know about you, but wherever you are, I don't know whether it's hot, but it's really hot and sticky here. It's too much. Too much. Had enough now of this heat. And yeah. So, you know, feel free to say hi. Hi, Florian. Yeah, Guernsey was lovely. Don't know whether you saw the videos, but it was great. And you know what was really great about it was getting away from the heat wave, because Guernsey didn't have this heat. It was fresh. It was like British summers normally are. Just really nice, really good temperature with sea breeze and very, very pleasant to be in. Unlike London at the moment. And yes, I'm going to go on about it. It's horrible today, really horrible. Just too much to sit in an office and work, you know. So yeah, just crazy heat. So yeah, how was your week? Tell me. Yeah, so do I. It's too much. I keep saying that, but it is. It's, I mean, you know, they're saying now that it's been, you know, scientifically proven that it really is not particularly good for us, and it, you know, diminishes brain power. Well, it certainly diminishes my brain power. Hi there, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. Hi. How are you? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, Dominic. How are you? Thank you for joining. Whereabouts are you? We're just talking about how hot and sticky it is in London and how the heat wave's getting to everybody. Whereabouts in the world are you, Dominic? Are you experiencing a heat wave at the moment, like we are? Do you like the heat? Let us know. I think people who say that they enjoy the heat are kind of all changing their minds at the moment, because everybody's melting, literally.
I love it.
Yeah, but you know, I think it's fine to have heat for a short period of time. We normally get 2 weeks of heat in the UK. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, Dominic, huh? It's really crazy. And normally, you know, we get 2 weeks and that's it. But this has been how long? 6 weeks?
8.
8 weeks of heat in the southeast of England. Whew. Things are suffering. My garden's suffering, mainly because I'm too hot to even bother to go out there and do anything. So yeah, it's too much, too much. So there's currently 5 people watching. I've got a feeling it's going to be maybe a slow evening tonight, because people are probably flaked out on their sofas doing nothing. Buy a big fan, it will cool you down. Well, Dominic, let me tell you something. We're quite lucky in this house because it's a really old Victorian house, and it does actually stay 5 to 10 degrees cooler than the outside. So we're quite lucky in that respect. And I've actually got an air conditioning unit, which is upstairs in the attic. It's one of those portable ones that you can wheel around. But the only problem with it is you've got to put the hose outside to let the hot air out. So we only really use it for the attic, which gets really, really hot. I mean, even hotter than it does anywhere else. But it's not too bad. I think it's when you've been out doing things, or you've been in a hot office, which I've been all day, and you've had to try and concentrate on your work, and that really drains you. You know, I feel really sorry for people who, you know, whose houses are really, really hot in this heat. Like I say, we're quite lucky here, because it is quite cool in this house. So, but it gets to a point where it does get quite warm, but it is a little bit cooler. So how has your week been, everybody? Tell me what you've been doing this week. I've had a fairly short week at work. I wasn't in work on Monday, so I had a 4-day week at work, which was great.
Wednesday.
What about Wednesday?
I.
Oh yeah. Hi, Mandy. You've just had a week off work. Excellent. That's lovely. What did you do? Did you do anything with your time? Anything special that you want to share with us? Did you go anywhere? Did you enjoy any trips? We had a trip into London on Wednesday afternoon because those of you who follow me will know that I had recently an eye operation. So I had to go for a checkup on Wednesday afternoon. And we had to drive into central London, and our car has got no air conditioning because it's broken. And driving into central London on one of the hottest days of the year, it wasn't very pleasant. No, it wasn't. Even with the windows down, the fumes and the pollution. Ugh.
Then I went one way.
And oh, Robin Hood's Bay, yes. I know Robin Hood's Bay. I've been there many, many years ago. Beautiful, beautiful place. Hi, Christine. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate your feedback. I hope you're not wilting in the heat like we are. I'm going to be obsessed with the heat. Hi, Ali. Yeah. Oh, London, central London at the moment. Oh, God, it's just awful, awful, awful. It's okay if you're in a car and the traffic is moving, but if you're in a car and, you know, the traffic's at a standstill and you've got to have the windows open, oh, God. And the noise as well, you know. You're feeling like a bit of soggy toast. Yeah. I love when you reply, because people that do live. Oh, well, I do reply, Dominic, because you know what? The whole point of doing the live thing for me is that I've got interaction with you, because without the viewers, there is no YouTube. So I do like to interact, and I do like to reply to most of the comments. I've got Paul here who moderates. Hi, Anne. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Paul moderates. So, you know, we try to get rid of the trolls when they come on so they don't interrupt our flow of conversation. And the whole point is so we can interact and we can talk to each other and discuss, you know, how our week has gone and what we're doing with our lives and whether we're hating the heat or enjoying it. You know, it's just about having a chat and talking about day-to-day things. So I do like to interact, Dominic. So, you know, thanks for joining us and I appreciate your feedback. It's great. Thank you. So yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about central London, weren't we? And, you know, oh, how awful it is at the moment. And I think, of course, a lot of buildings have got their aircon on. And I think people forget that, you know, with aircon, the hot air's got to go somewhere. Well, it has got air conditioning, Ali. It's broken. That's the problem. It had a great aircon system, but it broke. And because the car is so old, it's probably not even worth getting it repaired, because it would probably cost more than the car's worth. So, and we don't use it that often. So, you know, okay. Thanks, Dominic. Thanks for joining in. Thank you. Mandy, window boxes are, oh, there's one. Thanks for joining, but no thanks. Window boxes, sorry about that. Window boxes, yeah, they're doing okay, actually. We've managed to stay on top of them relatively well this year. Bye, Dominic. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, window boxes, thank you, Mandy. They're okay. And I think you've just got to water every day at the moment. You've got to water it every day. Clearly that didn't work because that person, yeah. Whoever you are, it's really pointless because we don't care. We don't care, really. We don't care. We love everybody, but we don't care about your comments, really. Thank you very much for joining in and giving me your views. Thank you. But I think you should maybe go and see the doctor. Yeah. Oh dear. Yes. I think you need to go and see a doctor as well. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about those silly people. But we just ignore those ones.
Yeah, we do need rain.
We do. Why have you deleted that message?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Okay. So are you actually going to say anything, Nick?
Well, Anne Corrigan said that we need rain.
Yeah. That's right. We do need rain, Anne. Desperately. And we're praying for it. I'm going to do a rain dance at some point, I think. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the conversation after we had those silly intrusions from those very odd people. Well, I don't think it's the heat. I think it's their poor mental health that they probably do need to take care of, Christine. So, yeah, maybe I should recommend a doctor to them, because I think that's what's needed. So, yeah, hi, welcome to my usual 6 o'clock slot. Everybody, trolls, stalkers, and all. Yeah, I'd like to see that as well, Ali. Now, what I was going to say to you is I was talking about aircon in the car. I think we're probably going to have to get a new car next year, probably. Paul, shoot, your phone's making noises. Should I turn it down? Yeah, let's turn Paul's phone down because it's making noises. There we are. That's better. Yeah, we're probably going to have to get a new vehicle next year. No, we didn't, Christine, although Paul did grab a piece of granite that was covered in beautiful sparkles. Oh no, I wouldn't go for a gas guzzler, Ali. No, if we're going to get a car, it would be definitely something that's a bit eco-friendly. Yeah, we don't need speed. So yeah, Christine, Paul did get a piece of granite from the beach. We don't like to pick too much up from the beach because, you know, but it was covered in sparkles. But because we only have hand luggage now, we don't take any suitcases to Guernsey. We couldn't really bring it back because, you know, you get stopped and all of that, and we can't be bothered with that. So yeah, so there you go. Well, yeah, I'd have to look at cars. I've not really, yeah, Anne, maybe an electric car. We've not actually looked at what we would get, but we will need to start thinking about that at some point. Good evening, Pag. Welcome, my moderator, my second moderator, which looks like you might be needed tonight because we've had a few, what's the word? I can't think of the word, trolls, that's it. So I'm trusting Pag and Paul to swipe them away into the troll hole. Hi, Angie. Thanks for joining us. It's so warm. I wasn't really in the mood, to be honest, for doing this this evening because I've been sat over a hot computer all afternoon at work, wrestling with some IT issues, which are, you know, too much to go into. Oh, hi, Dominic, you're back. So, yeah, hi, 12 people. Excuse me, I'm just going to have to just rearrange my hair because it's annoying me, sorry. I just have to do this, get it off the back of my neck. Right, that's better. Okay, so welcome to everybody, and also welcome to any new subscribers. I've had a few new subscribers recently, so if you have joined us, oh, see you, Dominic. People are better than computers, I know, Anne, but I have to deal with computers all day at work. That's the thing. You know, I'm sat opposite a computer. I have to do my work on a computer, blah, blah, blah. And, draining is the word. But yeah, welcome to any new subscribers that may have joined. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. If you're new to this chat, it's an inclusive chat with lots of different people. We talk about all sorts of different subjects, you know, and we like to, yeah, get on with it. A Kim cut. What's a Kim cut, Christine?
What, from North Korea?
Kim? Yeah, you don't mean Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is, do you? What do you mean by?
Yeah.
Oh, Christine. Really? What, for ease, you mean? Have you got long hair, Christine? Is your hair long, like mine? I've sort of got an elephant behind my head at the moment. You got 3 inches cut off, Ali. Well, you know what I do? I sort of, I just hack at mine once in a while. I say to Paul, I'm going to cut my hair, and I sort of roughly section it with hair bands. And then I pull the hairband to the end and I chop bits off, literally. That's how I cut my hair. And with it being curly, it kind of always works. It's kind of easy, you know. I don't worry these days what my hair looks like. I'm kind of over that, really. So, you know, cut it yourself. I don't think you could do a Kim cut, Christine, yourself. I think that would need quite a bit of help.
We need to go to North Korea.
Yeah, maybe pop over to North Korea. excuse me, and get one there. Oh dear, that's funny. I'm just visualizing that on you, Christine, but I don't know what your hair looks like now. I wouldn't advise going for a Kim Jong Un, isn't it? I always say Kim Jong Un.
We've got the North Korean embassy in Ealing, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we've got the North Korean embassy in Ealing. Yeah.
It's a 1930s house.
Yeah. Yeah. South Korea, she said, would be best.
Yeah.
Crocodile clips. Yeah, I've got one of those as well that I sometimes use to get my hair out of my face. Yeah, long hair in hot weather, it doesn't go, does it really? No, I know, but I'm a long-haired person. I've always preferred having longer hair, so I've always tried to sort of keep it long and grow it. So yeah, there you go. Whew. I'm looking forward to the point where the sun goes down and the air starts to cool a little bit, and we open the windows and let the cool air in. So, and apparently it's going to be a scorcher over the weekend. Anybody got any plans for the weekend apart from plunging yourself into an ice bath? Because I think that's what I'll be doing at some point. Paul, you were going to get your cauliflower to show people. We've got a cauliflower, our first cauliflower that we've ever had, for those of you who are interested. Yeah, mine's getting kind of thinner, Christine, as I get older, and, you know, receding hairline and all of that. But I don't really, you know what? I used to be so hung up about how I looked, Christine, that nowadays, unless I'm going out somewhere that requires me to look good, you know, you get me as you find me now, really. What is it that RuPaul always says? What other people think of you is none of your goddamn business. And that's what I go for now. Yeah, here comes, so for the gardeners, it's a bit of a small one, but it's our first cauliflower. Our first cauliflower. Ever. First one we've ever grown. Hope you can see that, everybody. It's quite nice. It's a sort of creamy colour. And we're going to treat ourselves to a cauliflower cheese, which is one of my favourite dishes. So there we go. Fresh collie. There we go. And the other harvest that Paul did, let me just put the cauliflower down. And the other harvest is chickpeas. We are, Anne. We're going to have that for our dinner. I'm going to do cauliflower cheese. And these are chickpeas that Paul has spent how long?
About 13 days.
How long?
2 hours.
Paul spent 2 hours this afternoon shelling chickpeas. So these are what fresh chickpeas look like. You can see some of them are green, and you can see some of them are sort of creamy colour, which is kind of what chickpeas normally look like when they're dried. Yeah, these are fresh chickpeas. And of course, these can be cooked as fresh, or they can be dried and then stored to make things like, you know, hummus. But obviously, if they're dried, they then need to be soaked and then cooked. But yeah, I'll just see. They're just little peas, basically. Well, that's what they're called, Anne. I'm not sure why they're called chickpeas, but that's what they're called. And they used to make hummus. And of course, you can use them as an ingredient in casseroles, soups, stews. they're great, and they provide, I think they've got protein in them, haven't
Yeah.
they? It's a source of protein. Hi, Erica. Curries, absolutely. Erica, look, chickpeas from the allotment. Nice harvest. There we are, good amount there. There's a good few meals in there. Absolutely good few meals. Good source of protein, and probably a little carbohydrate as well, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And yeah, vegetarian corian, absolutely. They can be used in literally anything if you like the taste. And they're very tasty little things. And there we go. So Erica, the other thing, you might have missed them. Erica, cauliflower, fresh cauliflower from today, harvested today from the plot. So there we go for people who missed it, including Erica, which we're going to cook tonight. We're going to steam it and have a cauliflower cheese. Yay! There we go. So we're starting to see the fruits of Paul's labour. Yeah, I've not seen Clarice this evening. I'm sure she'll join us if she can. Maybe she's having connection problems.
Oh, it's very hot there.
I guess, yeah, it could be, she could be melting, I guess, in the heat, because I would imagine down there it's probably really, really boiling hot. She's been trolled, yeah. Or trolleyed. You never know. So there we go. That's sort of gardening things. Paul's done a video on harvesting the chickpeas, was it?
Yeah.
Paul's done a video on harvesting the chickpeas, so I'll edit that tomorrow. We have, Erica, we've had a couple. Bless them. Bless their little fried brains. And she said it was 40 degrees. Oh, you see, this is one of the reasons why I don't think I could live in the south of France. I mean, people do have aircon. We've got friends in the south of France, not far from Nice. And yeah, we'll be sure to do something on that, Erica, at some point. It's a bit too hot to do cookery videos really at the moment. We're going to wait for it to get a bit cooler. And then we've kind of got a list of things that people want us to do. So, you know, I know that people want us to show them how to make a nut roast, which is on the list, and obviously anything else. The thing is, doing a cookery video, it requires quite a lot of preparation. You know, if our kitchen's looking a bit worse for wear, well, yeah, good idea, actually, Christine. We could do a salad video. I could do one of my sort of chunky salads with pumpkin seeds and things. Yeah, perhaps. But what I was saying is, you know, I always have to make sure the kitchen's really tidy and clean, and, you know, and during the week, we tend to just cook and put the things in the dishwasher, and, you know, it tends to get a bit messy over time. So, you know, yeah, it's just the prep that's involved in doing one of those videos, which is a bit time consuming. And to be honest with you, with the weather so hot, I really have to drum up the enthusiasm to do anything, including dragging my feet down to the office. Oh, yeah. Oh, well done, Anne. So if anybody's interested, Anne, who's just put a comment, she sings and has got a YouTube channel as well, so check it out. How long did the collie take? Because it kind of surprised you, didn't it, Paul, that it appeared? It sort of seemed to appear overnight, didn't it?
Yeah,
For
3 months, 4 months.
4 months, I think it's been growing for. I must have had a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
With the weather. So yeah, quite a while. So they do take time. You've got others though, haven't you, Paul?
Yeah.
We've got others. We've got a sort of cauliflower patch. So there are more on the way. It's one of my favourite vegetables along with broccoli. I think it's probably because, you know, I end up doing cauliflower cheese, and I love cauliflower cheese because I'm a cheese lover. I love cheese. Sadly, you know, it's not the healthiest of foods, but, you know, we all need fat and protein content. I've put a bit of weight on recently, I have to say, I have to confess. I have to tell you all, during the 2.5 weeks that I was off work, I didn't do an awful lot of exercise and I have put on weight. Yeah, sadly. So as soon as this hot weather goes, then I'm going to be doing my exercise regime. Venezuelan beaver cheese. That sounds interesting, bag. I've never heard of that. Venezuelan beaver cheese. Oh dear, that's tickled me. That's tickled my fancy. What was that previous comment there? I missed that. Broccoli cheese. Oh yes. Well, yeah. Parmesan, of course. Anne had salmon and steamed vegetables for dinner. Well done, Anne. That's good. I'm glad you're back on your veggies because you need your veggies. Chickpeas took about 3 months as well.
As the 3 or 4 months for the cauliflower and the chickpeas about 3.
So 3 or 4 months for the cauliflower, let's correct that, and 3 months for the chickpeas to grow. So I have no idea what Venezuelan beaver cheese is. Pag is going to have to tell you what that is. This Pag came up with that one.
We had salmon and steamed veg last week.
We had salmon and steamed veg last week, Anne. So yeah, it's quite a healthy meal, that, and well done. Of course, it's not so healthy if you slather the vegetables in butter, which I tend to do. So I've had far too much butter and cheese recently, so I'm going to have to cut down and start exercising again, but it's just impossible to exercise. Christine is wondering about the Venezuelan. Is it Venezuelan or Venezuelan? Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not a follower of Monty Python, so I wouldn't know that, Pag. But I'm sure there are plenty of people who do. Oh dear, that's tickled me. That's tickled me. It has. Oh, I'm warm. I'm just going to have a little slurp of my drink. So there we go. Slurp the drink. Cheers. It's just a... Hey, Scott.
He's in France.
Oh, you're in... Are you still on holiday, Scott? Cottage cheese is not so nice. Oh, I like cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. Okay, Scott, how's it going down there? Clearly very hot. You're on holiday, aren't you? Yeah. Have you got aircon down there? I'm glad you've managed to join us, Scott, whilst you're on holiday. I hope you're drinking enough, Anne Corrigan. I hope you're drinking enough water. It's lovely there, Scott. Tell us about your holiday. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? What have you seen? Remind us where you are, because I've forgotten. Is it the Dordogne that you're going to? Or in, sorry. Pardon me. We've got 12 people watching at the moment. Thank you everybody for joining us on this hot, sticky evening where everybody is melting. I'm melting. Oh, what a world. Oh, yeah. I feel sorry for people in Europe. I know Europe's really getting hit by the heat wave at the moment. Spain and Portugal are melting literally in this crazy, crazy climate. Oh, yeah. I look a bit shiny. this evening, I have to say. Perpignan. Okay. And Scott, what have you been up to? What's been your highlight of your holiday? The Spanish are coming here to cool down. That's right. That was my impression of the Wicked Witch of the West there. I'm melting. What a world. The beaches. You've enjoyed the beaches. Are the beaches absolutely stunning, Scott, and beautiful with cool, beautiful sea breezes, enabling everybody to cool off? Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Lovely sand. Nice, clean, sandy beaches, I'm sure. Yeah, we saw a couple of nice beaches when we were in Guernsey. Yeah, which was really pleasant. It is nice to be by the sea because it is slightly cooler, which is great. Oh, I'm just going to be a heat bore this evening. Tropical heat. Yeah, humidity, that's the killer, isn't it? The humidity. I just noticed though outside there's a bit of a breeze coming up, which is encouraging because today has been really, really still, with hardly any breeze at all. So yeah, it is nasty. It's a killer. It really is. And of course, I mean, joking aside, you know, it for a lot of people, it can cause a lot of health issues, you know. I work for the NHS and we get alerts, you know, that we have to kind of look out for the people that we care for and check on them. And there will be plenty of wind in here this evening after that cauliflower cheese, I can tell you. But it's healthy. That's a healthy thing. And dehydration, exactly, Scott, because people forget to drink enough fluid. And that's important because obviously we're sweating as we get hot and we need to replace fluid and our electrolytes as well.
And it's something like 5% dehydration affects your thinking.
Yeah, chickpeas and cauliflower cheese, absolutely. And headaches, absolutely. You turn into a lazy alcoholic blob. Well, Erica, that's naughty. You need to slow down on the alcohol in the heat because it doesn't work. Paul found that funny. You can hear him chuckling in the background. Why did it resonate with you, Paul, that?
I haven't
lazy alcoholic blob.
I haven't had a drink for 4 days.
Haven't you? Oh, that's why you've been so grouchy then, is it? Yeah. Paul's sort of cutting down on the alcohol at the moment. So I think he's suffering withdrawal, frankly. I've not had any alcohol for weeks, I don't think. I don't think I could drink. No, I had a beer, didn't I, a couple of weeks ago?
Had a beer on the program.
A couple of weeks ago, on the previous chat. I think that's the last time I had alcohol. Was that beer? Yeah. I can't drink alcohol in the heat. It really will, no. Just a couple of sips and I'm on the floor. Literally. So yeah. Vape moment. Yeah, I'm having a vape moment now, Christine. I'm due a vape. Here we go. It doesn't take much these days, Pag, I tell you. I'm a lightweight. The hot weather can trigger your epilepsy. That's awful, Scott. Presumably you've got meds to control your epilepsy. You know, I didn't see any NHS ones because I have to get them sent by somebody else. Yeah, I'm sure, Scott. I know I've experienced people with epilepsy. I kind of know what it's like. I work with people with different disabilities, And a lot of our clients have epilepsy. So, you know, I'm familiar with that, Scott. So I do feel for you. Just stay safe while you're on holiday, you know, and do what you need to do. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Scott. I know that's really personal, but thanks for sharing that with us. It's really nice of you to, you know, share. I think it's great when people share stuff because it's important. I think it's educational for people to learn that, you know, not everybody has it easy in this life, you know. Lots of people have lots of challenges, and, you know, a lot of us are very, very lucky not to have to deal with those challenges, you know. Yeah, we were talking about, you know, people having problems in the heat. Where I work, it's like a greenhouse. So we've got one of those portable aircon units because they won't spend money on putting in proper air conditioning. And today it's literally been like somebody blowing across a single ice cube, really. You know, it's really not made much difference at all. And the poor people working upstairs at work just, you know, they are expensive. And the thing is, we don't normally get more than 2 weeks of heat, really. But I think people are going to have to reconsider the fact that the climate is changing. You know, the climate is changing. I think that's a fact now, despite what Donald Trump thinks. We've got the evidence. Having said that, it's probably going to be a fact that next year, the next 5 years, we'll probably have wet weather in July and August, you know, like we do. I agree, Scott. I think new houses should be fitted with AC because it's not just about the cool air, it's about filtering the air and the pollution. Like I say, we went on Wednesday, we went into central London for my checkup on my eye at Moorfields, and we had to drive in. Well, I insisted that we drove in. And Paul very kindly drove the car. And we had to have the windows wound down. And when we got home, I really just felt as though I'd inhaled 20 cigarettes, you know, because I felt really tight and congested. I don't have asthma, but I really felt it, you know, and the air conditioning, it does filter the air, you know, it filters the air. So it's the conditioning bit as well that we need to think about. Sadly, air conditioners have an impact on the environment because they have to kick out the hot air that they process. You know, it's like a fridge. If you feel the back of a fridge, it's always warm because it has to expel the warm air that's generated during the process of refrigeration. So, you know, I guess they've got to come up with ways of cooling houses in an environmentally friendly way. How that happens, I don't know. But I think Christine's saying she thinks her freezer's on its last legs. How old is your freezer, Christine? Because I think, you know, it's probably time to get an ecologically friendly one. I know we've got an old fridge freezer. It's a fridge freezer, and we got that when we first moved into our first flat. It's probably time to change that one because it's probably not very friendly. You know, it probably spends a fortune to run, probably. So there you go. Yeah, I know. Well, I think things were made to last. You know, 20, 30 years ago, I think things were made to last. I mean, you know, Pag, you had that washing machine of mine, didn't you? And that lasted for quite some time. You know, yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think things do need to be replaced. Um, yeah, but I think for some people it's about cash flow, isn't it? You know, and people haven't always got the available cash to deal with that. So, you know, we don't like to borrow money. Yeah, it did. It lasted. I think you had to have a couple of things replaced on it, but I think it lasted quite some time, which was good. You know, we've had washing machines that have been needed to be repaired within a year, you know. Yeah, I know. But you see, there are things, if anything kicks out a lot of heat, it's not very environmentally friendly. It's like our old TV was big, but it kicked out a load of heat and it needed to be replaced. And the new TV, it doesn't get hot at all. So you can usually tell, you know, when things are not very ecological. So there you go. So, people, tell me more. What are you doing this weekend? You keep hoping your TV packs up. Isn't it big enough? Haven't you got like 1,000-inch TV or something that fills a whole wall? We've only got a small one. I don't like big TVs. I'm not into big TVs. I kick out heat, so I should be replaced. Me too, Ali. I'm kicking out all sorts of heat today, I tell you. Earlier on, I'm walking down the road and my leg starts hurting. I thought, oh God, not another thing. I'm going to need a hip replacement soon, I'm sure. You want all manner. Oh, it would drive me insane, a big TV. It would give me a headache. You're working on your channel. Are you doing your thumbnails, Erica? These big TVs are not friendly anyway. I have when I'm watching TV, I find sometimes if it's too overwhelming, I get headaches. It's like watching the TV in the dark. I can't watch the TV in the dark. It gives me a headache. I have to watch it in a well-lit room and not be too close to it. Otherwise, I've always been the same. You know, I've never really got on with watching too much TV.
And the plasma TVs, the 1 in 4 in 5 are sent for recycling.
I know.
Because they don't work.
Yeah, the plasma TVs, they're very unenvironmentally friendly because in production, a huge number of them are rejected because of but I don't think plasma TVs are popular anymore, are they? I think they're
4K now.
OLEDs, aren't they now? Yeah, I would prefer my TV to be in a cupboard. That's what I prefer. I've always wanted one of those cupboards that closes the TV off, you know, so you can't see it when you're not watching it, you know. That's what I'd like. But yeah, you know, it's a TV, you know. I mean, we watch it in the evening. We love watching TV. And we watch lots of different things. Paul loves watching TV. He adores it. But yeah, anyway, there we go.
Yeah.
But, you know, people like what they like. You know, I think that's great.
You pass on that line.
If, I tell you what, though, having said all of that, if I was really, really wealthy and very rich, I would certainly have a, you know, one of those mini home cinemas. That's what I'd quite like. A room that was dedicated just to, you know, watching movies with a, you know, excellent surround sound system. Was that somebody at the door, Paul? You're not expecting to pass, are you? You know, I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. That would be great. And, you know, I've seen people who've got those ones that come down from the ceiling, you know. I think that would be fantastic. I'd love that. But but we'll never have that kind of money. So, oh, popcorn. I love popcorn. I love popcorn. Pack, are you watching this on the TV, Pack? Am I enormous? I feel enormous at the moment. I tell you, I really do. I feel like a big fat blob at the moment. Oh, every pair of trousers I've got is too tight. Actually, no, apart from the ones I've got on, these are the, oh, okay. I thought you were going to say you watching my face on your huge screen, on your 50-inch screen. Woo, 50-inch, wow. Yeah, yeah. Popcorn, yes, I do make a good popcorn, and I very often make it with a toffee sauce that I pour over it. The sound lags are, yeah. Try some with a drop of, I've done it. Yeah, I've done it with maple syrup. Absolutely adorable. Love maple syrup. Butterscotch. Well, that's it, Scott. That's kind of what I'm talking about, because I melt the sugar with a little butter and until it caramelizes, and then I pour it over the popcorn, and then we eat it while it's still warm. And we usually eat the whole bowl. But I've not done it for a while, actually. It's nice plain as well, but I prefer it sweet. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Love it. Love it. And it kind of sort of sets a little bit and goes sort of a bit, chewy and lovely and crispy and divine. So there we go, popcorn. We're back to food again now. Yeah, food.
We could do a popcorn video.
We could do a popcorn video. You want popcorn now, Scott? Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, but we're not going to have popcorn because we've not eaten our dinner yet. No. And it would spoil our dinner if we made popcorn now. But I do love making it. And yes, Vivi did that video on her flint corn, which she uses for popping, which is just beautiful to look at when you grow it. It's beautiful jewel-like colours, which is just gorgeous. So yeah, there you go. So what are people having for the dinner tonight then? Tell me. Have you eaten already? What are you planning for your dinner? You haven't eaten, it's too hot to eat. Well, it sounds like a salad would be ideal for you, Scott. Something cool and, fresh. What are people eating? Tell me. Tell me what you're planning. Are you having a takeaway tonight? Are you going out for dinner? Minted lamb steaks. After sunset, we eat salad. Lovely. Yeah, it's quite nice when the sun sets, isn't it? Yeah, we get Canadian maple syrup from our friend, and it's divine, absolutely divine. Karen's had a big salad. Excellent. Thank you, Karen. What was in your salad? Sausage roll and beans. Lovely. I don't eat sausage rolls, but we used to have things like that, didn't we, Paul?
Yeah.
Sausage roll with baked beans.
We could do cheese and onion.
Yeah, that's something we like. Cheese and onion pasties with baked beans. Beetroot salad and some cheese.
Love beetroot.
Tasty. Yeah. Paul grew some really nice, they're white beetroots.
Chioggia.
Corn sausage rolls. Have we had corn sausage rolls, Paul? I don't think we've had those yet.
Linda McCartney sausage rolls.
Did we? We've had Linda McCartney's, but we've not had the corn ones yet. We'll have to try those at some point. Although, pastry, I shouldn't be eating any pastry. I shouldn't even be looking at pastry at the moment, because I think just looking at a sausage roll would make me put on £5. You're not a fan of Linda? We like the Linda mozzarella burgers. They're really fantastic. Snap, crackle and pop. You're having cereal, Julie, for your tea tonight, for your dinner. Can you make it sound nicer? What was that? You smirked, Miss Vanjie.
Snap, crackle, and
What?
can you make it sounds?
That's my least favourite. Oh, I love the mozzarella burgers. I adore them. I think they're lovely. And
We've had the corn mini sausages.
Yeah, we've had the corn mini sausages. Had fruit to start, then salad comprising of courgette noodles, lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes, red pepper, red onion, mushrooms, and corn.
Wow.
That sounds like an amazing salad, Karen. That's actually made my mouth water. It really has. That sounds like a fantastic, gorgeous, healthy, oh, lovely. Did you have dressing on it, Karen? Do you leave your salad bare, or do you like to have a nice bit of dressing on it? Yeah, you can come and visit us as well, and you can cook, you can make that salad for us too. Sounds divine. And did you make your courgette noodles with one of those spiralizers? Because we've got one of those.
Handheld.
Yeah, you see, your salad is in demand now, Karen. You have literally whet our appetites for your salad. Sounds fantastic.
European desire for it.
Yeah. Well, I do like to try and eat healthily. Blended tomatoes, courgette, red pepper. Oh, spiralized. The spiralizers are great, aren't they? Do you do Meals on Wheels? Karen, this is a business opportunity now. Karen's Salads. You've got a business deal there going, I think. Internet orders. Karen's spiralized salads. Lovely. Excellent. Oh. Cereal. You know, Julie, sometimes it pulls away and I can't be bothered cooking, I'll have a bowl of bran flakes. Yeah. I know. You know, because it is. Sometimes I might maybe jazz it up with a, chopped banana and some dried fruit, something like that. But yeah, absolutely. But you have to think about getting all your nutrients. That's the thing, You've got to make sure you're getting all your vitamins and your fat content and your protein content as well. I think so. Cornflakes and cold milk. Yeah. Cold milk. We used to have, when we were kids, we had gold top milk, which had a big head of cream. And I always remember in the winter when the milk used to come in from the doorstep, I used to love that cold bit of creamy milk on my cornflakes. Divine. And of course, in those days, you always had sugar on your cornflakes. Nowadays, I wouldn't dream of putting sugar on my cereal. I couldn't do it. Maple syrup, maybe. And I used to love golden syrup on top of my cereal. Terrible. Wouldn't do it now. Quite easy chopping. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Karen? I mean, putting a salad together is pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We were brought up on, it was actually gold and green, the top of the milk bottle. It was green with a gold stripe on it. And the cows in the field were brown cows. They were like Guernsey cows.
Frisian.
No, they're black and white, aren't they, Frisian? Yeah, they were brown cows. Ginger biscuits dipped in cream. Oh, Christine. Christine, that is very, very decadent, isn't it? Extremely decadent. Biscuits, we don't really have biscuits in our house. We have got some at the moment because we were given biscuits by somebody. Do you mean food porn, Pag? I saw that message. I think you meant to say food porn, didn't you? It is food porn. Yeah, we used to send we used to send bottle tops to Blue Peter at one point. I remember they were doing some kind of appeal where we had to send milk bottle tops to Blue Peter. Yeah, well, you know, we all like a bit of food talk, don't we? Because we all enjoy food. Ginger biscuits soaked in Cointreau layered with cream and sliced strawberries. Oh my God.
Yes.
Jesus, Paul. I bet it was. Oh my God, that's a heart attack on a plate. I think the one thing about food, we did nutrition. We studied nutrition. I studied nutrition at school, and we did a nutrition course a couple of years ago. And and once you've studied nutrition, you think about food in a totally different way. You really do. You question everything you eat. So we constantly think about it in terms of protein, carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, fat, you know, and we question what we're eating. The problem with that, though, is you can never really control portions if you are eating something that is so tasty and you've made a lot of it. You end up eating it all. So portion control plays a big part in controlling our weight, because I don't really have that much control over the amount that I eat. And apparently you should also wait, after eating, you should wait 20 minutes to fully allow your stomach to realize, with the help of your brain, that you are full. Vaguely, Christine, yeah, because, yeah, 51, I'm 51 this year.
They did a handkerchief with a parachute and they threw it.
Yeah, vaguely, very vaguely. I've got vague memories of Blue Peter. Yeah, it's very misty, those memories. Yeah, it was the good kids that really followed Blue Peter. Yeah, so we were talking about nutrition, and so we are quite careful, although I have eaten too much in the past couple of weeks, far too much, and I've not done enough exercise, and I haven't done my usual walks. So my aim in the next few weeks, weather pending, because if it's too hot, I won't be exercising, is to, yeah, I preferred Magpie. Magpie was a little bit more edgy, wasn't it? Really, I think. It was a bit more rock and roll, wasn't it? Mind you, ITV was a bit more rock and roll compared to the BBC, I think. It's like the difference between Tiswas and Swap Shop, isn't it? Exactly.
But Magpie you could watch, and then you could watch Blue Peter afterwards.
Because Magpie was on different time.
4:40.
Well, they used to stagger programmes, didn't they? They used to work together to stagger programmes in those days. They didn't compete as much in the old days of television, where we only had a couple of channels, and and all of that. We're starting to get nostalgic again, people, aren't we? We always get to the nostalgia part of my show, my live show. Yeah. I've been stuffing my French cheese. Well, yeah, go to France. You're going to eat cheese, eh, Scott? Divine. So, people, what's your favourite cheese? Tell me. I know the ones I like. We do adore cheese. Brie, yep. Yes, we are enjoying a red Scottish cheddar at the moment, which is very tasty, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a really good taste to it. fully matured chili cheddar. Sounds good. So I'm assuming has it got chili? Is it finely chopped chili or chili flakes or chili powder in that? Do you know what flavors it, Pag? Number 4, strength. Danish blue brie. Stilton. Longman, strongman cheddar. You can only get it in Kent. Punchy. Well, the next time we're down there, I'm going to try that. Most definitely. I like my cheddar to be strong and slightly crumbly. Brie and goat's cheese, Mags is saying. Love brie, love goat's cheese, especially when it's cooked. Just got company. Oh, okay, Christine, enjoy your company. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for joining us. Thanks very much. Bye, Christine. No doubt we'll be in touch. I'm sure we will. Dolce latte. So what's my favorite one? I think, yeah, oh, I love applewood smoked cheese. That's beautiful. Love that. But I think my ultimate favorite is the cheddar that we bought from Cheddar.
Oh,
from Cheddar. From the caves in Cheddar, the actual place. It's absolutely lovely. You haven't heard of applewood, Scott? Applewood is a smoked cheese, and it's it's firm-ish. I guess it's the texture of Gruyere, probably. Yeah, Gruyere. It's kind of like Gruyere, slightly soft texture, and it's smoked, so it's got a smoky flavour. It's called applewood, and it's quite tasty. Yeah, ask your mum. She might know about it. I don't know whether you can get it in France or not, but it's certainly lovely. But real cheddar that has been stored and matured in the caves at the Cheddar Gorge is divine, absolutely divine. I also like cream cheese. I love cream cheese, proper cream cheese.
Nice cottage cheese.
I love, yeah, I love a good cottage cheese as well, especially with a salad, some cucumber, lettuce, tomatoes, with crackers. Love that. Oh yeah, absolutely with crackers. I love crackers. We eat crackers most days, actually, don't we, for lunch very often. Always got crackers, Rivita, oat cake crackers, which are these little oat ones, which are gorgeous. So very good for you. Oh God, Mags, absolutely, absolutely. People say, I'm going to do a mac and cheese, macaroni cheese, as we call it. And you think, where's the cheese? Because it's got to have a lot of cheese in it. It's got to taste very cheesy. And for me, what I do, Mags, is I always put a little bit of mustard in the sauce when I make a macaroni cheese. And yeah, and it's divine. I can't do his accent. Ali. Water biscuits. I quite like water biscuits, yeah. I like those. I've never understood why they're called water biscuits.
Because they're made of water.
Are they made with just water and flour?
No fat in them.
I love a good bit of mustard. I have to say, I'm a fan of most mustards.
Whole grain?
I don't mind whole grain. That's not my favourite one, but I love Coleman's English mustard. Strong, strong English mustard. I love French mustard. I love Dijon mustard. Try. Nice cheese grommet. Nice cheese grommet. I can't do that accent.
It was better the first time.
What accent is it?
Lancashire, isn't it?
Nice cheese grommet. Nice cheese grommet. I can't do it. I can't do his voice. And I'm a northerner. Nice cheese grommet. No, I can't do that accent. There's a few accents I can do, but that's not one of them. Wallace and Gromit. Although I do like Wallace and Gromit. I'm glad I made you laugh. I made myself laugh. So there we go. Yeah, Mags, it has to be I think in a cheese sauce, it's got to be English mustard, strong English mustard. And also, Mags, what I tend to do is I put a small amount of vinegar, strong vinegar in a cheese sauce. It just gives it that extra piquant flavour, as the French would say. What are you doing, Paul?
It's cool.
Oh, the temperature's cooling down now, so Paul is opening the windows. Yeah. Oh, bye, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. Have a great weekend yourself, Julie. Bye for now. Great. Well, there we go. Food, food, food. We're all getting our appetites working now, aren't we, for our dinners, our Friday night dinners. Oh yeah, the air has cooled down. I think the sun has just got to that point where it's dipped low enough for the temperature to cool a little bit. And it's gone a bit cloudy. I wasn't expecting that. You're going for a walk before you have food. Lovely. Sounds lovely, Scott. Sounds divine. Enjoy it. What is the time? 20 past, pardon me, 20 past 7 here in the UK. And we will shortly be thinking about cooking our dinner. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do cauliflower cheese and probably, what are we having with it, Paul? Did you say?
Maybe some baked potatoes.
I don't think we're having baked potato. I'm not putting that oven on. Not for an hour and a half. Oh, God, no. Yeah, I think we're just going to have cauliflower cheese and probably some steamed vegetables with it. Because I don't want the oven on, a big source of heat, heating up the whole house. Scott, have a great walk. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. It's a pleasure as always. Thank you for joining us. And enjoy your weekend too. Great. Thanks, Scott. Super. So I think it's time for me to have a little sip of my drink. My squash. Non-alcoholic. Great. Lovely. Anybody else doing anything good for the weekend? Oh, I meant to ask you, Pag. How did the trip to the Big Cat Sanctuary go? Oh, tablet's running low. Okay. No problem. Thanks, Pag. I'm drinking a plunged orange pale ale. That sounds interesting, Erica. Yeah, cool. Thanks again, Pag. Cheers for that. Hey, John. Thanks for joining. So it's from Lidl, Erica. Oh, okay. Sounds cool. We quite like occasionally, we're not, well, I'm not a big drinker. Paul enjoys a drink, but he's cutting down. But we do quite like a sort of artisan ale once in a while, which is quite nice. So, you know, we might try that actually. We're big Lidl fans. We shop at Lidl regularly. So, you know, if we come across that, we shall try that. I do like a nice cold beer once in a while. Thanks for joining us, John. I enjoy your videos on your channel. If anybody hasn't subscribed to John's channel, he's got some great videos. John's Cuckoo Patch.
He did the video in the Great Orme last week, Llandudno.
Llandudno, yeah, that's right. So there we go. We've been talking about all sorts of things this evening, and mainly about food, because we're all kind of getting to the stage this evening where we're, looking forward to our dinners. And salivating over the thought of mac and cheese and cauliflower cheese and fabulous salads and all lovely things, minted lamb steaks and lots of different foods. I'm feeling rather hungry now, so I'm not going to be going to... You're on dessert, so you've had your beans and sausage roll, Ali, and she's on dessert already. Wow. Well, I'm glad I've been your television for your TV dinner. It's great. Excellent. I'm not going to be going on for 2 hours, 20 minutes this week because it's felt like a long day and it's warm. Oh, you're back. Excellent. Brilliant. You're multitasking. Yeah, well, I think that's great. Ali, well done. Well done. I wish we could multitask. We could do with, camera in the kitchen maybe. And then we could cook the dinner and do the live show at the same time. Yeah, that's a thought. Maybe do a live cooking show. Now there's an idea. I'm vaping now, people. I'm vaping. Quiche Lorraine. And then it's off for lessons in my 1976 Reliant kitten. Ooh, that sounds interesting, John. Multi-flasking. I missed that last one. What was that comment? Yeah, cooking live. I think that's quite a good idea, actually, Erica. You could prep everything and then go live and do the cook and put it all together. Yeah, I might think about that. The problem with the live thing is I can't do it from my camera, my proper camera. I have to do it from this mobile. It's not too bad, the quality. But yeah, maybe I'll think about that. It's another thing to add to the list of things to do. So maybe I'll think about that in the autumn. Yeah, I think I might think about that in the autumn when I've got a little bit more time on my hands, because for those of you who don't know, by the autumn, I will be part-time. I'll be a part-time worker, which I'm absolutely looking forward to doing. So I will be able to provide hopefully more quality content for my YouTube subscribers on a much more regular basis. And I'll also be able to do hopefully some more photography and try and make some money out of that. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So yeah, come September, I should be whooping it up on half a week. Yes, sounds like a good plan. I'll be completely penniless, but I'll be hopefully a little happier and a little happier with having more time to be more flexible and fit in the things that I enjoy a little bit more often. So yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, there you go. So I've been on air now for 1 hour, 19 minutes. Well, it probably will be, but it will be at my pace and it will be in my time frame. So I'll be able to do things when I want to do them. So if I want to get up at 5:30 in the morning and go for a walk down the canal and take some video, I can without thinking, oh no, I can't do that because I've got to go to work and get ready for work. Um, so I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? I can sort of schedule things how I want to schedule them rather than having to work around my 9 to 5. Yeah, and be busy for myself. Um, I just want to take back a little bit of control in my life because when you work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and you kind of begin to feel like you are owned by the company that employs you, um, it gets a bit much for me now. Yeah, you see, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I'm really at the stage now where I really need to explore the things that I enjoy for me. And yeah, it's going to make me a bit skint, and but that's okay. I'm not a big spender, and I don't really buy clothes that often. I don't go out that often. So, money will be for treats. And if I want anything, I have to save up. You know, that's the plan. And I think I'll be generally a happier person because at the moment I feel exhausted when I get to the end of the week and truly feel unable to do. I think you're right, Ali. I mean, we work in social care, and I don't directly care for people, but I hear a lot of the stuff that goes on, and I'm party to a lot of information, which is not really information that most people come across on their in their daily lives, and it does take its toll. People that we work with are very stressed. The calls that I take are very often full of stress from people who are angry, stressed, sad, depressed, peed off about their situation. And yeah, it's fairly tough. But you get used to it, and you adjust accordingly, but it can be draining. And I think that's the key thing. Some nights when I get in, I do not want any input at all for at least an hour. I literally have to switch off. You can't hear anything I'm saying. I'm at Galsworth Hall ready to watch a George Michael tribute. I didn't catch that. He reminds. Oh, okay. Hi, Claire. Thanks for saying hi. Enjoy the concert at Galsworth Hall. Lovely venue. Lovely venue. I don't think she can hear us at all.
She can't hear.
Don't think she's just saying hi, I think. Hi there to Exoli11. Hi there. Thanks for joining us. We've got 16 people here. We've just had a sort of new influx of a few people. Hi, Ali. Yeah, it is. It is draining some days. Yeah. But like I say, you do get used to it. You get used to the encountering lots of different people who are very stressed because of their situation. So, but yeah, you just have to cope with it. But I've got to the stage now where I don't want to do that full time. I just don't want to spend a whole week feeling drained. So yeah, half a week, bring it on. I'm going to be working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. So at 12:30 on a Wednesday, I will say goodbye to that environment and my time will be mine. Okay, good. So there we go. So we're coming up to 1 hour 25. I am probably going to start winding it up quite soon. Thanks, Claire. People who look after others are not so good at self-care. I miss that. Bosses don't take it seriously. Yeah, I mean, I work with, for those of you who don't know, I work with a multidisciplinary team. So it's a learning disability team who have social workers, psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, nurses, social workers. Did I say social workers? And an admin team. And I also work next door to a respite unit as well. And I'm the receptionist for both of those teams at the moment. So I take all of the phone calls that the team receives. Nobody has direct lines. So I field all of the calls. I know most of the clients and their carers and parents and the professionals. So I'm the first port of call. So all of the stuff that people want to initially get off their chest, I'm the one that hears it. And sometimes that's not taken into consideration because unlike all of the clinicians, I don't get supervision very often, maybe once every 2 months. So I don't really have anybody I can let out to and say, you know, I've had to hear this today. I've heard this crisis. I've heard this issue, you know, and a lot of it goes in and you have to try and process it and deal with it, you know. And very often, because you get call after call after call after call, you don't have time between calls to go and scream and let off steam because you're taking the next call. And I can receive anything up to 140 calls a day. So, you know, it's quite heavy sometimes. And of course, it's my job to be kind, polite, friendly, and nice to everybody that calls. And for me, that's quite challenging. Yeah, it is quite challenging. Yeah, there you go. So you're all aware of that now. And I'm quite sure plenty of people have far more stressful jobs than I do. And some days it's quiet. Some days it's really, really quiet. So, you know, it balances out, I guess, you know. But there you go. That was basically my day. That's most of my days for you. Not from September. Woohoo! There you go. Thank you. 16 people watching now. Okay, guys. Well, I know some new people have just arrived. Hello to newcomers. You're joining us 1 hour 28 in. Yeah, it is. Supervision is important. Well, look, let me be honest with you. I've been working on phones in some way, shape, or form most of my working life. So I've made all the mistakes. I have trained customer service to people as well. I was a trainer for a while. I know all the tricks in the book. I know how to keep people calm on the phone, how to calm them down, how to stop anger. I'm pretty much an expert at dealing with people on the phone. I know all the techniques in the book. So I can manage it. That's the thing. I'm good at managing it. But it's the toll that it takes afterwards, you know. It's feeling drained about it, which is the difficult part, I guess. Thanks, Erica. Thank you. More people keep joining. Hi there. We are in the process of wrapping up now because I've been on air for an hour and a half and we would like to have something to eat. And yeah, there you go. So I'm starting to wind it up now. Um, so I just want to say thanks to everybody for joining us this evening. It's been really fun to hear from you, because the whole point of this chat is for you to interact with me. Um, if I was to sit here for an hour and a half and just talk, well, which I have done, but talking without your comments, it would be quite difficult. So I like to bounce off you, because you give me topics to talk about, you take me in different directions, and that's fun. I enjoy that. So I just want to say thank you to you all for joining me this evening, this hot sticky Friday, and I'm going to say goodbye. Need to eat, and hopefully I think we will be live again on Friday, next Friday at 6 o'clock as usual. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mags. Thank you, Pag. Night, night. And thanks for moderating, Pag. I appreciate it. And thanks to Paul as well for moderating here as well, keeping the trolls at bay. The lovely trolls come out of the woodwork every Friday. So I'm going to be saying goodbye now. And if you've just joined, you'll be able to watch again. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for sharing your lovely salad with us. That was brilliant. If you've just joined, you'll be able to watch this again because YouTube saves it and uploads it, so you can watch again. But thank you for joining, and have a great weekend, whatever you do. Thank you, John. Bye for now. And remember, if you're hot and in London or the southeast, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, stay cool, and enjoy what you do. Don't get sunburnt now. So I'm signing off, guys. Bye for now. Bye for now.